Hello, my dear students. As Cambridge International AS A-level exam is going to be commenced very soon in the month of the October, so here I am presenting the revision session on the basis of the question of the previous year. You have less time, but still you have the time. This is the positive thing. So be motivated and be prepared for your exam. The first question is this type of question generally asked, and I have seen the question paper. This type of question actually asked every year. So the first question is the photo micrograph shows onion cells. This photo micrograph shows the onion cells, image of the onion cells, and here you have to find out the magnification. The actual length is given. The actual length is just the 350 micrometer. We know that the length of the cell is within the 0.2 micrometer to 500 micrometer. Okay, the actual length is given 350 micrometer, and what we are seeing here, we are seeing the magnification image. So we have to find out the magnification. So we know that the magnification formula is magnification of the micrograph is equal to the image size by the actual size, and both must be in the unit, that is micrometer. This is very important. So if I measure this from my ruler, from my scale, then to the 14 centimeter. So I have to convert it into 14 from 14 centimeter to the 14 micrometer. So first convert this into 14 centimeter to the 14 millimeter. So we will multiply it by 10. Okay, so it will be the 140 millimeter, and then convert it into the micrometer. Then it will be 140 into 1000, because 1 millimeter is equal to 1000 micrometer. So it will be 140,000 micrometer. Okay, so the answer will be here, the image size is 140,000 micrometer, and the size of the onion cell, that is the actual size, is 350 micrometer. So cut this, and the 35 fours are the 140 and 0. So the answer is 400 times will be the magnification. I hope you will do the question if it is asked in exam. So by this way you can find out the actual size or the image size by this formula. Suppose you have given the magnification and the image size, and you have asked to find out the actual size. Then the actual size will be I by m. And suppose you have to find the I, then the formula for this will be this. Okay, so by this formula you can find anything. Okay, anything asked. Now second question, which row correctly shows the presence of a cell structure in typical plant cell in typical prokaryotic cell? So in typical plant cell, is the centriole is present? No. We know that centriole is not present in typical plant cell. It is just only present in the animal cell. And prokaryotic cell, no. And 70S type of ribosome, yes, 70S type of ribosome is present in plant cell. Then you will say me that no, 70S type in plant cell, 80S type of ribosome is only present. Then hey, wait. Then stay focused that 70S type of ribosome is also present in plant in chloroplast. We know that the chloroplast and the mitochondria contain 70S type of ribosome, and cytoplasm contain the 80S type of ribosome. And the chloroplast and the mitochondria have their own ribosome, that is of 70S type of ribosome, and they have their own DNA, that is the circular DNA. So while writing the answer, must focus each and every line. Okay, typical prokaryotic cell, we know that typical prokaryotic cell contains 70S type of ribosome, so the B will be the correct answer. I hope you are liking the session. So if you are liking the session, don't forget to share the video and give the feedback also. Okay, which letter identifies cell structure where semi-conservative replication of DNA occur? So the question is, where does the DNA occur in our cell? DNA is present in nucleus, DNA is present in chloroplast, DNA is present in mitochondria. In chloroplast, mitochondria, circular DNA is present, and in nucleus, double helix DNA is present. So where these three will be coincided, that will be the area of the DNA replication. So this is the area A. Okay. Now, fourth question, which part of a cell contains ribosome? Ribosome is present in chloroplast, mitochondria, and the cytoplasm. Chloroplast, mitochondria, and the cytoplasm. So 1, 2, 4 will be the answer. Okay, so never take your answer in hurry. Okay, look each and every options. Which range of the cell diameter is typical for the prokaryotic cell? We know that the prokaryotic cell are very small. So the smallest is this, 1 into 10 raised to power 3 nm to 5 micrometer. So this is the smallest. So this will be the correct answer. Now move to the second question. Okay, now move to the second question, that is question number 7. The letters G and M represents the dominant allele of 7 genes, and the letters G to M represents the recessive allele of the same 7 genes. So these are the two chromosomes are there, and these capital G, capital H, capital I, capital J, these all showing the genes. Okay, 7 genes and the dominant genes, and these small size are showing the recessive genes, okay, of the two different chromosomes. Now what is the question? Name the structure that label R and S. If you have studied, you will easily label this, because these are what? These are what? These are the chromatids. These are the chromatids. Okay, but if it is asked, here it is asked of the same chromosome, then they will be the sister chromatids. But suppose the question is asked like this, these two are, then must focus on the question and write the non-sister chromatids. If the arms of two different chromosomes is asked, then it will be the non-sister chromatid. If the arms of the same chromosome is asked, then it will be the sister chromatids. Okay, so the R will be the sister chromatids. And what is the S? S is the centromere. S is the centromere, and on the basis of the centromere present, on the basis of the place where the centromere present is, the chromosome is divided into many types. Okay, telomere, acromere, many types. Now the R is your sister chromatids. And what is your S? S is the centromere. Okay, now the second question is, state 3 features visible the identity that identify the chromosomes as a homologous pair. So what are the features that shows that two pairs given are the homologous chromosome? Okay, so what are the features? The same length, same location of the centromere, same location of the same type of gene. Okay, and they are forming the bivalent or the tetravalent, and the same loci of the allele also. So these are the character that shows that these two chromosomes are homologous chromosome. Okay, now shows the question number 3 in this, shows the same two chromosomes a little later in some same stage of the meiosis, crossing over is beginning to occur at point T. Okay, at which stage of the meiosis 1 the crossing over takes place? The crossing over occur at the stage of the packaging in prophase 1 of the meiosis 1. Okay, Then the stage is given is the prophase. The stage is the prophase. Prophase which? Prophase 1 of the meiosis 1. In prophase 1 it occurs in the packaging. And now the question is, complete the figure 7.3 by writing the letters of the alleles along both chromosomes. Take care of to clearly show the difference between letters representing dominant and the letters representing recessive allele. Okay, so what we have to do here, so you can see at this point the crossing over is just occurring among these two non-sister chromatids. So only this will remain unchanged, this will remain unchanged, only these two genes or the allele will be changed. Okay, so the small g will come here, capital G will come here, small h will come here, capital H will come here, small I will come here, capital I will come here. Only three will be interchanged. Okay, so this will be the final diagram. Okay, this will remain the same, this will remain the same. Okay, this will remain the same, and only up to this point, this is the termination point. Okay, and G, H, I, small j, this will remain the same. Now the next question, DNA molecule in eukaryotic cell must be packed compactly because their combined length is much greater than the diameter of the nucleus. We know that in our cell, in our single cell, 2 meter length of the DNA is present, and that get compact and condensed to form the chromosome, and that is condensed around the histone protein. And histone protein is just like the reel, okay, in which the long thread, 100-meter thread is wrapped around. Okay, the reel is of just a few centimeters, and there are many meters of the many meters length of the thread is wrapped around that. So that is the histone protein. Okay, now which elements about mitosis are correct? Which elements are about the mitosis is correct? What is happening in the mitosis? Mitosis result in generally identical cell? Yes. Mitosis is involved in asexual reproduction? Yes. Mitosis occur immediately after cytokinesis? No. Immediately after cytokinesis, never the mitosis occur. Okay. Mitosis can be used to repair the damaged cell? Yes. Okay, so the 1, 2, 4 will be the answer. Now, a human's chromosome is made up of different parts. We know that the human chromosome is made up of the chromatin, then the chromatid, then histone protein, then the DNA. Okay, some parts of the typical human chromosomes are more numerous than other. Some are more numerous and some are less numerous. So we have to list it from the least numerous to the most numerous. Okay, so the centromere, chromatid, histone protein, yes, this is the right. Okay, centromere, then it get condensed to form the chromatid, and then condensed to form the histone protein. Okay, now next question, which row correctly show a feature of cell structure? Okay, structure is known as the protein factory, that is the ribosome, and makes lysosome. Which structure makes the lysosome? That is the Golgi body. Do you know the Golgi body makes the lysosome, and the hydrolytic enzymes present inside the lysosome that helps to engulf the cell is made by the endoplasmic reticulum. So endoplasmic reticulum and the lysosome both help to make the lysosome. Actually, that is the bean bag of the cell or the dustbin of the cell. Okay, now next question is, 4 students were asked to match the function with the appearance of some cell structure in an animal cell. The functions were listed by a number. 4 students were there, and they were asked to match the function and the appearance. So here the function is given and the appearance is given. We have to match the function with the appearance. Okay, functions are organize microtubules to produce the spindle during cell division. Which organizes microtubules to produce the spindle to produce the spindle. Which is form the spindle? Okay, the spindle is formed by the cylindrical structure, that is the centriole. So the cylindrical structure is given here. Now the synthesis of polypeptide, don't get confused, the polypeptides are also known as the proteins. The proteins are formed by the spherical structure, non-membranous, so this is the answer. And the packaging of hydrolytic enzymes that will remain in the packaging of hydrolytic enzyme. Which structure do the packaging of the hydrolytic enzyme? I have just told you, that is the Golgi apparatus. Okay, membrane bound sacs arranged in flattened sacs, that is the C answer. Now, the feature of some cells and the cell structure that makes ATP are listed. Okay, has outer boundary membrane and folded inner membrane. Okay, outer boundary membrane and folded inner membrane, that is looks like the hot dog. So that is mitochondria, my favorite powerhouse of the cell that produce the ATP. So here I'm telling you the trick that if you get the mitochondria, only mitochondria is given in D option, so no need to get through all the option. Okay, but here I'm explaining I'm explaining all the options. Has peptidoglycan cell wall. Bacteria have the peptidoglycan cell wall. That's why the bacteria are able to live within the in also the harsh condition in hot spring, volcanoes. Okay, and the chloroplast has double boundary membrane and stacks in the inner membrane. Okay, the chloroplasts have the stacks in the inner membrane and they are known as the thylakoids, and the thylakoids collectively known as the grana. Okay, and the thylakoids contain the chlorophyll. And my next question, mitochondria thought to have evolved from prokaryotic cell that were ingested by an ancestral cell. Do you know? The mitochondria was first the prokaryotic cell, and one eukaryotic cell just engulfed the prokaryotic cell, and then mitochondria feel, wow, this is an amazing place, because prokaryotic cells are just like the poor cells. Now they don't have any compartment, they don't have any room, so they feel, wow, this is an amazing place to live. So it just lost one of his organ and then start living there. So which is that organ? The cell wall, the circular chromosome, internal membranes, ribosomes. We know that they have the ribosomes still, they have the internal membranes still, and they have the circular chromosome. Yes, as the circular DNA is present means circular chromosome is also present. They lost their cell wall. So we have discussed all the cell. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. And if you will comment, if I will get more comment, and then I will make many other session for each and every chapters. Guys, hope to see you in next video. And if you want to take some personal classes with me, then comment me on comment box. Bye bye.